Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva, bringing you another episode, or the last episode, I'm sorry, of the Family Empire Houston Season 1, Episode 8, Family Twist. Okay. It is football Sunday, so I'm going to try to get all of these videos in between football. Got my Cleveland Brown shirt on because they playing the Dallas Cowboys tonight, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get this review in because it is the last episode of the Family Empire Houston. All right, so the episode begins at the pitch party, or the pitch thing, where Jermeshia is trying to get her family to make the houses, the rental houses. Okay, so when Aunt Cheryl asked Miss Oscarine in the pitch party at the events, the event place, she said she wanted to sell it. Okay, so Jermeshia has a step 2 to the pitch, and so they all go out to the land, and so they have all the stuff set up to show them how the housing is going to start. And they said they're going to start like building the 10 houses, and then you're going to get the revenue from there, and then you can put it into the other 10 houses, and then you'll get the revenue from there, and then you can get, and then he said it's like 8 houses after that, and you'll get a revenue from there. So so they asked Miss Oscarine, how you like it? And she was like, I like it, but where we gonna get the money? And so then Aunt Cheryl was like, I could speak for my mama. My mama wants them all built at one time. And I was just like, I don't think she said that. I don't think, she said that when she was asking about what about the money. Yeah, I think y'all was on 2 different playing fields. But Nicole said that it will take 2 years to build all of the houses. And so, but you'll see a greater value if you build them over time. And I can see that, because if you build the 10 houses and you rent them for $300,000, and they get all rented up, and you got some money coming from it, and you can use that money to build the other 10 houses. Then you could sell them for $350. And then if you got all of those rented, you could build the 8 houses, and you can sell them for $400. Okay, I think that's how they want to do it. Because if you build them all at one time, then you're gonna have to sell them at the same price for all of them. You can't sell them. You can't sell them for different prices now. You can't up the price. So I think that's what they're thinking about. But that's what I guess that's what they're gonna do. I don't know. I don't really see that land as like up and coming, but I don't know the Houston area for me to make that decision. But it don't look like it's a lot of stuff going. It don't look like look kind of like hood that they trying to build some nice houses in to rent. But it's still a hood. So it may be, maybe you can gentrify it and you bring more things into that area. But it look like a hood to me. But I don't know how, That's the outside looking in. I've never been to Houston, so I don't know where it is and what's going on in there. Y'all Houston folks, you can tell me about that little area. I don't know nothing about it. From the the pictures, it looked like it's kind of hood. So I don't know if you're going to be even sell that for you can probably sell them for $300,000, but because we have some areas because it was I used to live in the hood, and they were trying to build $400,000 houses, townhouses. No, it was $300,000, but this was in 2007, 2006, they were trying to build $300,000 townhouses in the hood. In the hood. Needless to say, they ain't sell not a one, and those things, I don't even know if they even tore those back, tore them down, because they never got anybody in, because nobody was paying $300,000 to be in the hood. Point blank, period. No, and that was in 2007. And I bought my house for $150,000. So, it was a house for $150,000. And they trying to sell townhouses for $300,000 around the corner from me. Needless to say, they ain't getting no prospects at all. And it just becomes condemned. So that's all I can say about that. Anyway, Nicole comes home. Larry and Big Larry, but Big Larry is smaller than Little Larry, but Big Larry, I guess, is the daddy. But they should just call him some other name, because he ain't Big Larry. He Little Larry compared to his son. Okay, but we're gonna call him Big Larry. Big Larry is playing pool with Little Larry. Anyway, they were playing pool with the daddy and Junior. Let's put it that way. Larry and Junior, okay? Because Big Larry don't suit him. So she bring up, Leighton, about the adoption. And so the dad was like, listen, you waited too long. It's like putting a pit bull with a chihuahua. And, yeah, he said you should have did this, a while ago, about 3 years ago. But Nicole said we weren't in a good best place 3 years ago. I guess they had some rocky parts of their relationship 3 years ago, and I guess they were gonna get divorced. I guess I don't know what it probably was cheating, but she didn't say, so I can't assume it. But it probably was cheating. So they're probably getting a divorce. So, so she couldn't do it 3 years ago, but now they're in a better place in their marriage. So now she want to do it. Leighton don't even want to talk about it, let alone think about it. Okay. So every time she come to Leighton, she was like, listen, she said, don't ask me this again. I don't want to talk about it. And then she called her in there. And she asked her the same thing, and she was like, I don't want to talk about it. And she literally ran out the room. I don't want to talk about it. I was like, oh, I guess she don't want to talk about it. So Larry was like, if she the deciding factor. If she don't want to do it, then we won't do it. And then, Nicole was like, no, we got to talk her into it. That was it to me. I mean, God, we got to talk her into it. That's the bottom line. We got to talk her into it. But, yeah. We got to talk her into it. Yeah, she was like, our job is to make her comfortable, with this. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Anyway, Keisha go over Carmel. Oh no, Keisha and Carmel moved together, so it's gonna be Keisha, her son, and Carmel's daughters, and they living there. Aunt Jackie comes to visit. She said that she was showing her the mantle where her mom is there, and her mom is on the mantle. So she said she got to find a nice place for her. I was like, that's nice. So Aunt Joy and while Aunt Jackie's visiting Keisha, Aunt Joy's visiting Monet. Monet said, take your food to your room or eat them up at the room. And Joy was like, you let her eat it in her room? And she was like, yeah. This ain't the my kids eat in their room too. I eat in my own room, so we barely eat in at the table. It's just a different generation. Sorry, my mama don't eat in her room, So unless it's snacking, she do snack in her room, but she don't eat in her room either. But this is just my brother eating his room, and they live together. So it's just a different generation. It is, So whatever it is. So Monet was like, LaQuita thinks I disrespected you, or I disrespected her mom, and then Aunt Joy was like, well, they should focus on their life. I guess Jermeshia and JaQuita, they got their own life. They got a lot more detailed stuff going on in their life. Whatever. Anyway, so Monet asked about her dad, and she was like, he was okay until he got cursed out. No child should do that. It made me look at her in a different way, and she was disappointed in Keisha. Miss Joy, Aunt Joy, come here. He needed that. Now, however it came out is however it came out. I had to cuss my mom out when in my 20s. Because I had to let her know that she was not nice to me when we was growing up. Yeah. I had to cuss my mama out too. Now we the best of friends. We sitting on the phone talking about football. Okay? We the best of friends now, but we had to get to that level. So if that's what it takes to get to that level, then that's what's going to take to get to that level. He might need to be brought down a peg or two by her cussing him out. Okay. And she may need to come up to his level. But whatever it takes to get that feelings, that emotions, that feeling. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And if it takes to, if you don't have the words to do it, and if it come out cussing, it come out cussing. But if that's what she was feeling, that's what she was feeling. You can't be mad at her for feeling that way. That don't mean she don't honor him. But she gonna tell him what she need to tell him. Okay? She gonna tell him what she need to tell him. And they need to have a good, long talk. Even though he's 74 years old, he's older than my daddy. They need to talk. And he need to come down a little peg or two to really realize what she's feeling. Yeah. It's a different generation, baby. Okay. Respectfully, Aunt Joy. It's a different generation. Okay. So then she said Keisha's mom chose to have a baby with somebody that who was in a relationship. Bubba and I was living together, and I was pregnant. Come back to me, Aunt Joy. When you married him, you knew about Lakeisha. You knew about Lakeisha. So when you married him, you accepted him and his child. When you married him, if you didn't want to accept his child, you shouldn't have married him. Point blank, period. You shouldn't have married him if you wasn't going to accept his child. You already knew he had a child, an outside baby. You already knew when you married him. Okay, so you can't go back on it now like I'm gonna accept you, but I ain't gonna accept your child. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. And I know you hurt. I know. But when you got married to him, you accepted his child too. Okay, you shouldn't have married him if you weren't gonna accept his child. Okay, you shouldn't have married him. I mean that's the bottom line on that. Here we go. Okay, so let me see. Yeah. It was a situation that her mama put her in. That's not really that. It was a situation that Bubba put her in, and her mama put her in. But that don't mean that you. That is the truth. That is the situation that her mama and but when you married him, you accepted everything that came with him, including his children. That's the truth. So you can't get mad at nobody. Where is that thing? You can't get mad at it. You can't get mad. You can't get mad. And you need to get over it. Anyway, let me see. She wouldn't be in the state her in. She wouldn't have been in the state that she was in. So they flash back to Keisha and Aunt Jackie. She was just like, Aunt Jackie, let me ask you a question. Between 0 to 7, did you talk to my mom or did she reach out to you? And she said, when I found out about you, I don't know if she said if she reached out to her or whatever. She said, when I found out about you, I wanted to meet you. And Carmel was like, well, did you want to did you do it because Uncle Frank wasn't going to do it, or did you really want to meet her? And she said she really wanted to meet her, and Uncle Frank probably didn't do it anyway. But I mean, it is what it is. You need to get over it. That's 40 years ago. Aunt Joy said she remembered Aunt Cheryl said that they weren't gonna pick up Keisha anymore. But then but they said that they weren't gonna stop birthdays and holidays. And I guess she asked for a blood test and nobody got a blood test. I mean, she looked like your daughter. She looked like a dark-skinned version of your daughter. She got her makeup on because she got like moles on her skin and stuff. So she got makeup on. She looked like your daughter. So I'm quite sure you really didn't need a blood test. But if you are, listen. It is what it is now. Okay. Aunt Jackie, let me see. She said she asked Keisha, had she talked to her daddy? And she was like, no, I haven't talked to her since I cussed him out. But she said, you need to talk to him because you only got one daddy. and you don't want your daddy to pass away, and you haven't resolved your issues, and that's a good point. That's a good point. So, Aunt Joy said Keisha needs to put this behind her. Monet said no, she needs to confront it. And so then Aunt Joy said, I'm not gonna let anybody steal my joy. Ain't nobody stealing your joy. You just need to accept, and you need to just really ain't nobody trying to steal your joy. Ain't nobody trying to steal your joy, Aunt Joy. But you need to apologize for not wanting her around, because that was not her fault. You need to apologize for that, but you're not, because you think that you were right and you weren't. Because when you married him, you accepted him for everything. Leave that alone. Anyway, we done with that. When you married him, you accepted everything that came with him, Aunt Joy. And you need to apologize to Keisha for not wanting her around. Anyway, they go to this. They do this luxury. They do this whole luxury party. They stage the house. They got some Rolls Royces and Bentleys and stuff outside. They got some food and stuff. They got that little party going. It was nice looking. It was nice looking. Chris is bored, from shooting real estate, and he trying not to shoot real estate anymore. But he know JaQuita, she ain't having that. You better bring a paycheck in this house. But yeah. So if they have a season 2, we'll see on that. Or we don't know if they're gonna have a season 2. But he bored shooting real estate. He want to shoot other things, documentaries and stuff like that. I don't blame him on that either. JaQuita pulls Monet aside. They said we were just protecting our moms. I wasn't disrespecting your mom, and JaQuita said I wasn't disrespecting your mom. That's the end of that. Nicole and Monet and Keisha go in the room, and they saying that you my sister, you are not my stepsister, my half sister. You are my sister, and we need to get over it. And Keisha said, I had a moment when I wanted to run to my mom and I couldn't. And I understand that too. Aunt Joy and Uncle Frank walk in. They took a picture with their kids and not Keisha. And Keisha was like, I'm happy I was left out of that picture. Nicole and Chris sit in the Rolls Royce. She thanking Chris for everything he doing, trying to boost his ego, trying to keep him from not wanting to not quitting. But he still don't want to work in real estate. So that was it. That was all. Give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content, give me a little subscribe. I think last time I checked, I had 54. I thank everybody for watching my videos. I'm very appreciative, and yeah. So this is your girl, msyelladiva. Go Browns, and we out. Peace.